Hey guys, we're here with our Week 11 battle of the NPL. We are taking on Alpha and his Rocky Mountain Marowaks. Alpha will definitely be down in the description below. Make sure you guys go check him out. He's an awesome dude, has a great season so far, and he has absolutely earned your subscription. But anyways, we will go over the team that Alpha decided to bring to this match. He brought Reno Regis, Mega Lopunny, Togetic, Snorlax, Darmanitan, and Manaphy. What this means is he has nothing that could potentially set up hazards, so I am A-OK with my Sash Dugtrio. In addition, he has the Togetic that could remove hazards. Honestly, I was really surprised to see it. Pretty happy to not see Crook, pretty happy to not see Haxorus, pretty happy to not see Raichu. Other than that, I was pretty surprised to see Snorlax. I was really expecting the Darm, the Manaphy, the Lopunny, and the Reno Regis as well. Now, I will give a quick disclaimer. This is 100% the best match we have played this season. Not because of yeah, I kicked his ass because I'm highly skilled. No. Nothing like that. Honestly, I didn't even kick his ass. It was just a really good game from start to finish. And I had a lot of fun doing it. So, I'm very excited to show you guys this match, and I'm all giddy. So don't be stressing if I pause in the middle of the video and stuff like that, because oh my god, this match was great. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Archeops. It is my dedicated lead for this matchup because I can taunt whenever I want, and I can set up rocks on whatever I want. So, let's just go ahead and do just that. We're going to lead off with Toucan Sam, our Archeops, as he leads off with the Mega Lopunny. Of course he doesn't lead off with Mega Lopunny the one time I don't bring my Inner Focus Sock. But anyways, I don't want him to fake out and break my Sash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go into my Rocky Helmet Jirachi, which will resist the hit, and he will take more damage than he is doing to me with this fake out because of my Rocky Helmet. Now, I think he would be nuts to stay in, as he indeed just clicks Baton Pass. Now, remember that he has Baton Pass because it's pretty important for later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit T-Wave because literally nothing on his team appreciates being T-Wave. Now, if you guys saw Week 2, you guys know that Reno Regis and Jirachi have a bit of a history, and this thing being paralyzed, I decided to show some mercy. I click U-turn, and I'm going to go into my Hydreigon. Now, that turned out to be the biggest flaw of this match. He sets up a Trick Room. Trick Room Reno Regis is a problem, as I mentioned in my team builder video. But oddly enough, he decides to switch out. So I thought it was a really interesting play. I just go for the Dark Pulse. Now, he doesn't necessarily know I'm Scarf, so what I'm going to do is I'm obviously going to switch out. I'm not going to stand on the Togetic, and I'm going to go ahead and go into my Jirachi. It really is essentially a free switch-in, because Togetic cannot do much to me. But he goes into his Snorlax instead, which is a really interesting switch. I kind of want to know what this Snorlax has, and it turns out he has Stockpile. So this fat lard ass just got even fatter. So what I honestly just click U-turn to see what he wants to do. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Archeops though, because what I want to do is I want to taunt it, and I want to prevent it from doing more damage with these defensive boosts. So he's going to go for the Body Slam. It's going to do a decent chunk to Archeops, but I'm going to go ahead and taunt this Snorlax and prevent it from setting up more stockpiles, because if he's at +2/+2, there's nothing that's stopping this thing. At this point, it's pretty much a free opportunity to just go ahead and set up rocks. And what I can do, he's just going to go for another Body Slam. Unfortunately, he gets the Paralysis here, which ultimately is not going to be a huge issue. I do get Parahacks on the first turn, but again, I mean, I do not worry about hacks ever. So he gets another Body Slam off, and it's going to do quite a bit to my Archeops, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and click Endeavor and drop this Snorlax down to a huge amount of health. And one more Body Slam will take me out to the point where one more Body Slam after that will kill me. And unfortunately, his Taunt wears off. So I was kind of in a predicament whether or not I should just go for Taunt or go for Endeavor. I ultimately decided to go for Taunt, but it didn't matter because I was going to get Parahacked anyways. Not a big deal. I don't care about being Parahacked. It's game we play. It happens. So I'm not at all concerned with it. But nonetheless, he's going to take out my Archeops, so he's going to draw First Blood this game. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to my Jirachi, because the only offensive move I've seen so far is Body Slam, and he's not going to appreciate taking that Rocky Helmet damage. He reveals that he also has Earthquake, and because we are so physically defensive, we are going to be taking that like a champ. Now, at this point, I'm literally just going to start clicking Iron Head, see if I can get some flinches, and honestly just It's my biggest possible damage dealer. Now, this turn right here, he spent a lot of time thinking about this turn. I clicked Iron Head pretty instantly, and he was sitting there for like a good, like probably like minute or so thinking about his play. And that honestly made me think, like, is he going into Darmanitan or Manaphy right now? And I was this close to clicking Thunder Wave. I mean, you guys don't have to believe me, but I promise, I was this close to clicking Thunder Wave. But I click Iron Head instead. Not a big deal. This Darmanitan is literally just going to go ahead and do damage. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my Hydreigon because I don't necessarily need it to win this game. It would be nice to have, but I don't need it. As he's going to go for a U-turn, reveals that he is Life Orb, which is good to know. That means he's not Scarfed, which means that my Dugtrio will be able to outspeed him. You guys will see that's pretty important later. Now, he goes into his Togetic here. He's not in a range where my Flash Cannon can kill him, so I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn out into something that can handle this thing better, which I believe is going to be my Venusaur. No, it is my Rotom. Why did I do that? But anyways, so he's going to go ahead and defog and get away to the rocks there. He doesn't have anything that can set up rocks on his team. And I don't have anything else on my team that sets up rocks. Jirachi and Dugtrio potentially could, but I don't have it. So we're going hazardless this match. That's fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch out on this Togetic, and I'm going to go ahead and go into my Venusaur this time around, like I should have, as he's going to heal that and get rid of the paralysis. The reason I went into Venusaur here is entirely so I can get my Mega Evolution up, and I can kill this thing, but I was convinced he was going to switch, so I clicked Sleep Powder. Trying to put to sleep whatever he wanted to send in, and the fact that he stayed in, I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and go into my Jirachi this time so I can kill this thing with an Iron Head, but unfortunately, he's going to wake up and he's going to go for a Psychic, which will do nothing to my Jirachi, but would have done a decent chunk to my Venusaur, so, I mean, I guess I'm happy I switched. Unfortunately, he gets a Spadef drop, which will mean I probably have to switch out later on. But we are going to go ahead and take out this Togetic with the Iron Head. So 18 turns in, it's only 5-5. That should say a lot about how good this game was. Now, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and sack off my Hydreigon, because the reason I want to do this is because, A, I already said, I don't need Hydreigon to win this match. And 2, I can see what he wants to go for. If he goes for U-turn, obviously he balances out and we can react accordingly. But if he goes for Flare Blitz, then I can safely go into Dugtrio, not have to, and kill off this Darmanitan and really just deal with this huge wall breaker on the team, and just like that. So he decides to go for a Flare Blitz, which is great for us. He's going to take a little bit of recoil from the Flare Blitz, and Hydreigon is going to go down. But that is perfectly fine, because Dugtrio is going to come in and shake the ground and take out this Darmanitan, no problem. What the hell? Did you guys see that? Whoa! Wait a minute, what the hell? It shook the ground so hard that Dugtrio Darmanitan left the screen! Oh my god, that was nuts! I don't even know how to react to that. Okay, I really hope you guys saw that and I'm not going crazy. Okay, alright, we're rolling with it, we're doing it live. So we are going to kill this Darmanitan with an Earthquake. Even my rocks came back for a second there, if you guys saw. Now, he brings in his Lopunny here, and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna happen. Completely forgetting that he showed Baton Pass earlier this match. I was thinking to myself, like, oh my god, it's going to happen. I'm going to actually pull off my killing Mega Lopunny strategy. This is nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and predicting him to want to fake out and break my Sash, because if I bring Dugtrio, chances are it has a Sash. So I'm going to go ahead and predicting him to go for and fake out, but he actually reveals that he has Cosmic Power, which is insanely cool. I never thought I would ever see Mega Lopunny running Cosmic Power Baton Pass, but it's honestly really smart. Now, he goes for another Cosmic Power, as I decided to switch to my rotom-c because I ultimately really want to paralyze this thing. The fact that he has Cosmic Power reveals to me that he is probably not offensive, which reveals to me that I can live a hit. He actually just goes for 2 more Cosmic Powers, which is, okay, like, stop, please. I'm going to go ahead and paralyze this Mega Lopunny, and I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch the heck on out of here, and I'm going to go into my Jirachi, just in case that's the turn he wants to attack me. But no, he makes the smart play. Excuse me, I coughed. He makes the smart play, and he goes into his Rematch. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and go into my rotom-c, because I ultimately won't need rotom-c to win this game if I can keep my Mega Venusaur healthy and my Dugtrio healthy, so that I can have them later for the Manaphy. So I know he's going to click Trick Room, so what I want to do is, knowing I can live a hit because of my investment, And he doesn't have special attack boost, he just has defense boost. I'm going to go into this thing and paralyze this thing. You might say, why are you paralyzing this thing in a Trick Room? Well, to be honest, he's going to be out-slowing, in turn out-speeding my team, and my entire team in the Trick Room, regardless of whether he's paralyzed. What this ultimately will do is allow me to sack off this Rotom later, go into my Jirachi, and after the Trick Room wears out, I can start flinch hacking this thing to death, because I did not want to have to flinch hack the Reuniclus to death again, but he's sitting at +3 defense and +3 special defense. I didn't have anything for that, because I never thought I would see Cosmic Power Baton past Mega Lopunny. But that is okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click Thunder Wave on his Psychic. We're able to live the hit. He unfortunately gets a Spit Out Drop, which will ultimately not make a huge difference, as you guys will see later. He's going to go ahead and recover. Actually, on this turn, I hit Pain Split just in case he decided to recover. So, pro plays, good boy. I'm just kidding. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and click Psychic one more time. It's going to bring us down to 4% health because of our special defense drop, but nonetheless, we're going to be able to live it. I click Restore, trying to get some extra damage on this thing. I unfortunately missed. That's A-okay. All good with me. He's going to go ahead and click Psychic and kill off my rotom-mow, but that is perfectly fine because although rotom-mow goes down, Trick Room is gone, which means I can go into my Jirachi and I can start going for Iron Heads and flinch hacking this thing to death. So, we go for Iron Head. We get a paralysis. I mean, we're doing this again, so get ready for it. We go for an Iron Head. We get a flinch. Come on, let's go ahead. Come on, we go for Iron Head. And we get a flinch. And we go for Iron Head. And we get a crit. So, problem solved. Reuniclus drops. I did not want to have to hack that Reuniclus, but we did. It was one of the very few things I could do. But anyways, that huge threat is out of the way. He decides to bring in his Manaphy here, and I'm just going to go ahead and T-Wave this thing because I know I could probably live any hit. And assuming he doesn't put Tail Glow right here, we're going to be living. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and U-turn and go into my Mega Venusaur because he is not Tail Glowed. Because he is not Tail Glowed, I know I can live any hit from him. And I can start firing off some Giga Drains and doing damage to him. This ultimately also helps me save my Jirachi for later, which will be very important. No, he gets Parahacks. I'm not sure what he was going to go for. It is a little unfortunate. That's probably like one of the worst taxes of the match, other than one that happened later. But he's going to go into his Lopunny because obviously he does not want to take a Giga Drain with his Manaphy. So I go for Giga Drain. Does a decent chunk to the Lopunny. He goes for Fake Out, gets a crit. Not a huge deal. We're going to go ahead and fire off a Sludge Bomb because based on the damage that Giga Drain did, I didn't actually calc this. There was probably a decent chance that Sludge Bomb could kill. So I fire off a Sludge Bomb and kill off, and do some damage to the Lopunny. And he's actually going to Baton Pass, which I thought was a pretty strange play. But nonetheless, we're going to roll with it. Now, I don't want this thing to set up on me anymore because then I'm fresh out of stuff to deal with it. I mean, I could always flinch hack such a Jirachi, I guess, but I don't want to have to do that again. So I'm going to go ahead and Sleep Powder this Snorlax, put it to sleep where it belongs, and then I'm going to go into my Jirachi and start going for Iron Heads, not necessarily for flinches, but for damage. It is going to be my biggest damage dealer, other than the fact that Dugtrio will be doing a lot with Earthquake, and Dugtrio at full health is going to be nothing but beneficial to me later. So I'm going to go ahead and try to keep that thing healthy, and I'm going to go ahead and go to my Jirachi and start going for Iron Heads. He does stay asleep for 2 more turns on the turn I switch into Jirachi, and the first turn I go for Iron Head. But this turn I go for Iron Head, he wakes up, flinches. Not much I can do about that. I wasn't trying to go for flinches, I'm honestly just trying to go for damage. But I really don't want this thing to set up, so I'm going to go ahead and click Iron Head. I know I can live an EQ if he decides to do that. I know I can live a Body Slam if he decides to do that. He ultimately goes for an Earthquake. And one more Iron Head will be able to take out this Snorlax, no problem. So we go for one more Iron Head. The Snorlax is going to drop, and it is now 3-2. I believe this is the first time we are holding the lead in this match. So he's going to go into his Mother Lopunny. Now right here, he gets Parahacks. This might have been pretty important. It all depends on some other stuff. Now, I can only assume because he went first, he was going for Fake Out. Which means he would have dropped to my Rocky Helmet, in turn also killing me, which is going to be pretty important later, as you guys will see. So I'm going to go ahead and play the match a little bit further so you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about. So we kill off the Mega Lopunny with Iron Head, which is good. All he has left is the Manaphy. Venusaur and Dugtrio can easily handle that, so what I want to do is, just in case he wants to Tail Glow here, I'm going to go ahead and Healing Wish so I can go back into my Venusaur, get it to full health, because I know I am invested to live a +3 Psychic from this Manaphy. And that is indeed what he does, is he goes for Tail Glow. Now, I can go into Venusaur for free, quote-unquote. I get up to full health, and what I can do is I can fire off a Giga Drain, which will do massive damage to this Manaphy. He's going to go for one more Psychic, which will take me down to a decent chunk of health. Now, I can go for one more Giga Drain. It obviously won't bring me back up to enough health to live one more Psychic, but what it will do is drop this Manaphy down into range where an Earthquake from Dugtrio will be able to kill it. So he goes for a Psychic, it drops my Mega Venusaur, and we're going to go ahead and go into my Dugtrio. We're going to click EQ, and that is going to be the game. I don't play the exit music yet, because the game's not over. The game's not over until Manaphy drops. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and click Earthquake, and down will go the Manaphy. We are going to take a very narrow 1-0 victory over the Rocky Mountain Marowaks and their coach Alpha. You guys can probably see a little bit over there on the right. Alpha and I had a very long conversation after this match, just because this match was absolutely nuts, filled with hacks, some good, some bad, mostly good for me, mostly bad for him, but there's not much I could do about that. Reuniclus, I feel bad for Reuniclus. The thing's a hacks magnet. But nonetheless, going back to that Mega Lopunny Paralysis, that's probably the most important hacks of this match, because if you manage to kill me, that means I don't get a Healing Wish off on my Venusaur. However, he only has Manaphy left. So what happens is, if he goes into Manaphy, I click Synthesis just in case he goes for Tail Glow, and then I go for Giga Drain. If he clicks Psychic, it does about 30% to me, which will bring me down to 70%. At that point, I go for Giga Drain. I do some damage to him. If he goes for Psychic, it's fine. Mega Venusaur wins the game eventually. But if he goes for Tail Glow that next turn, then I go for Giga Drain one more time. It brings him down to about 10% health. He kills me off my Mega Venusaur, and Dugtrio again still wins me the game. So while that may have seemed like pretty important hacks, because I would not have gotten off my Healing Wish, I think I still would have ultimately won this game, even if Lopunny did not get Para hacks at the end of that turn. Okay, so I had a lot to talk about this match. We had some crazy glitch issues. Like, honestly, this is the most fun I've had with Pokemon in a long time. I honestly just legit had fun watching this match. Some crazy stuff happened. It really just was a lot of fun watching and playing this match. And even watching it over again, recording it for you guys, this was a ton of fun. So, now time for some outro stuff. We are going to take a very narrow 1-0 victory over the Rocky Mountain Marowaks and their coach, Alpha. As I said in the beginning of the video, Alpha will definitely be down in the description below, so make sure you guys go check him out. I also want to give a huge shout out to Jazz, who made our awesome Reno Regis logo that you guys will see in every NPL Team Builder video and every NPL Battle video. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Next week, we we have our rematch with the Boussia Darkrai and their coach, Resilience. Now, you guys know, if you've been on my channel for a long time, which you probably haven't, but I am 0-3 against Resilient in my career. I would like to change that. I would like to go 1-3 against Resilient in my career, and I would like to take the W, because assuming that Resilient beats Ben this coming week, and then we will be fighting for the division. I mean, like, it's a perfect setting. I want to beat Resilient. But anyways, I will see you guys next Saturday for our team prep video against the Boussia Darkrai and their coach Resilient. I'm trying to do some math in my head real quick. No. So, yes, the next video you guys should be seeing after this video should be our team prep for week 12. And then you guys will see the battle video for week 12. And then, if you do not follow me on Twitter, which you probably don't because I never ask you guys to, I did a poll. I don't know how many of you guys would have wanted to see me play Slender with Facecam, but I'm doing it. So I will be playing that, I believe, either Friday or Saturday. This coming Friday or Saturday that you guys will be seeing this video. So either the 28th and the 29th. I'm going to be playing that with my girlfriend using Facecam. And you can see what I look like, face reveal, whatever that stuff, and you can watch me get the shit scared out of me, and I will be posting that video on Monday, that Halloween. So, I have a lot to talk about in this video. that is going to be it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.